This morning we are out at Bays. We are going to do the fire tower trail this morning. We did that. That was actually one of our first trails we hiked when we got here. You can see the lake behind me. And there's MJ. She's all kinds of wound up this morning. It's been a little bit since we've been hiking, just with everything going on with Ellie. Ellie's kind of taking priority. I don't know what MJ's watching something. I don't know what she's watching, but we're gonna do the fire tower trail. I think it's like 5 or 6 miles. It's actually cool enough out this morning. I have long sleeves on. I don't see them staying on very long, but that's where we're at right now. So my neck is a little sore still from sleeping wrong like 2 weeks ago. I don't really know what I did with it, but so I'm gonna struggle to hold the camera a little bit. It's getting a ton better, but then I slept on it last night. I sleep on my stomach, so that kind of made it hurt worse. But anyways, we are gonna hike and I'll check in and see how everything's going. It's just super peaceful out here this morning. There's a handful of people out. But it's just really peaceful. And the temperature is just gorgeous. So yeah, I'm sure by the time we're done, there's gonna be a lot more people out, but right now there's just a handful of people out. Lots of trail runners are out this morning. They're usually who are out in the mornings when we come. Bays is $7 to get in, unless you have a membership. We actually bought the membership because it's affordable. And Jay's tangled there. There we go. So I bought the membership to get in. All the trails are dog friendly. The only part that's not dog friendly is like the nature center and the animal enclosures, because they have like an animal habitat enclosure area here, which is really cool. We're gonna go to that in a couple weeks when my friends come to town. But yeah, so I might record some of that. I'll see what I can do. I kind of just want to enjoy them being in town, hanging out with them. So probably won't do a whole lot of recording about that stuff then, but maybe. This is more dog friendly stuff, and that's not dog friendly. They also have a barge here, which is cool. I did yoga on the barge one time. But yeah, it sounds like there's like a squirrel dropping nuts at us right now. So, all right. I'm going to record one more view before I end this portion of the recording. It's pretty. So up here on this bridge, I think it's just really pretty. So we were here one time and there was just like tons of frogs. That's all you heard was frogs. Oh, that's different. You know, last time we did this trail was in the winter, so there was no trees on anything. MJ, bridge. Thank you. Lake. Yeah, last time we were here, I have a picture of MJ overlooking it, and there were no trees here, so all you saw was the mountain and the steam coming off the water. It was just gorgeous, but looks different in the summer. So, all right, keep walking. So, to those of you that think MJ is well behaved on a hike, she's absolutely nuts this morning. Absolutely nuts. I don't know what we're tracking. Keep walking. I try to keep her leash tight because it gets caught underneath her bag like that, and it's just obnoxious. So I don't know what we're tracking, and I've tripped on every single route this morning. Just ridiculous this morning. Yeah. So come on, Em. Let's keep going. Go, come on. I stopped and took my long sleeves off because it got too hot. Got her a drink, because we're at like the mile mark, so it's usually when I get her a drink. It's just tracking something, pulling like crazy, which drives me nuts, especially since my neck's a little sore today. But every time we take this lakeside trail, she just loses her mind. I think it's because it's one of the more popular trails. And so, go, keep walking. Come on, Em. So I think it's because it's one of the more popular trails. So there's a lot more people that are on it. Right now she's right next to me, which is fine. I mean, she rams her bag into me. It's fine. So we got lots of cobwebs this morning. That's great. But yeah, this particular trail, there's a lot more people on. I think it's like a 3.5 mile loop if you just take this trail around the lake. We're taking this trail and then one of the ones it intersects with, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's the next one. And then we're gonna take that one up to the fire tower. So yeah, it's just a morning. I see a nap in my future today. All right, so you reach where we're gonna turn. I also wanted to take a picture of this thing. MJ, stay. I'm gonna take a picture of it. So the trail we take lakeside to the Hemlock Trail. And I don't know what kind of caterpillar this is. We have one at our house that looks like this too. So if I find out between now and the time that this posts, I'll let you know. Come on, Em. Otherwise, if you know, leave a comment and let me know. So I give up on using my trekking poles because I need to hold her leash today instead of just having it on my waist. So there's no need getting frustrated about something that I can change, which is holding her leash instead. So yeah, I'm just gonna let her do her hound thing and enjoy life, because really she's out here and it's her hike, so we're let her enjoy her hiking. She hasn't been hiking in a couple weeks. I think at least a couple weeks. Yeah, that sounds right. Last time I took her out was with Lucy, and it was very short, and it was kind of rushed. It was like a few days, the Sunday after Ellie came home, so it was only 3 days. So it wasn't our best hike, but I just needed to get him out and enjoy life for a little bit. So I don't usually do her and Lucy together, just because they're a lot of work, because they both do this. They're both hounds. They both want to do hound things. So, yep. All right, I'm gonna keep walking, and I'll check in when we get closer. Fine. All right. So we actually have people around us, which kind of sucks. I'm not used to that. Usually when we come here, there's like nobody. But this is a more popular trail, and we usually stick to the less populated trails. Yeah, this one's got some rocks on it. We actually I can't walk up the fire tower when we get there, just because it's pretty steep. And MJ, come on in. So yeah, but it's cool to see. So I'll record that when we get there. Yeah, there's a couple towers here that I don't ever walk up just because of MJ. Just it's a little steep, and the steps are like graded, so I'm afraid her nails will get stuck in them. And since I hike alone, there's nobody to stay at the bottom and hold her leash for me. So yeah, she's simmering down a little bit, not a ton. Now her leash is tangled on her because she's right next to me. So anyways, it's still pretty. I actually think I like it better in the winter when there's no leaves on the trails or in the trees, because you can see more. Yeah, so I know him, so she's a good girl. But yeah, there's people like right down there, which I'm not used to. So okay, so we made it to the top. I wish we could hike the tower, but I don't really want to risk anything with MJ. The other people up there were actually pretty nice. The lady gave MJ some scratches, which MJ appreciates. So she asked if she could first, which is, I appreciate that. So, MJ's on her backpack right now instead of her prong collar. We're going to see how that works out. I'd really prefer to use the attachment on her harness rather than her prong collar when we're hiking, especially when we're going downhill, which we are. So yeah, we're going downhill. But she got a big drink. She's simmering. I was thinking about taking a different way down back to the car, but I don't think we are. I think we're just going to take the same way. Let's see if we see any other people. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take Lucy out when we get home or not. She's kind of got an upset belly just because of her allergies. We should have done her allergy shot like 2 weeks ago when we took Ellie for the suture removal, but I just was so over going to the vet about things, so we didn't. So she's going to get it on Tuesday, but her allergies are really bad right now. Like, they haven't been this bad for at least a couple of years. So I kind of feel bad. Partially my fault. She's so miserable. Normal allergy meds don't work for her. We've tried a variety of different things. I tried to go the natural route for as long as I could, because I didn't want to do meds, and we kept it under control for quite a while. But I mean, she'll be 10 in November, and we only recently started using the allergy shot. I think about 2 years ago. It was a game changer. That being said, I'm glad we didn't start it sooner, because I know it does have some health impacts. But that's okay. I'm glad we started it when we did. We only do it like, I think the last shot she got was early June, and now we're mid-August. So it lasts quite a while. This one will probably get us through winter. So yeah. All right, so we probably have like another half mile left of our walk. It actually turned out to be an enjoyable walk. It was a little much at the beginning, but no, it was good. It was good. So she's calmed down, which helps. Sometimes you just need to remember they're just as excited to get out. They don't get to get out and do all this stuff whenever they want. So they're just excited, like little kids getting excited to go do something, and they just have tons of energy. So sometimes it's just a lot of energy. And bloodhounds have big personalities. They are not for the faint of heart. So they are a handful. I would only recommend getting a bloodhound to very few people. Bloodhounds don't fit many people's lifestyles. I think that's why there's so many that get rehomed or wind up in shelters. They're a lot of work. If they don't have, well, really, this goes for any dog. They aren't mentally fulfilled. They are going to be destructive and naughty and just a huge pain in the butt. So yeah, working breeds and drivey breeds are just worse about it. So I mean, so they're just worse about it. Do your research on your dog breeds before you get a dog. Don't just go out and get a bloodhound puppy because they are cute. Because they are cute and floppy, and you see them on TV and they're lazy porch dogs. Let me tell you, they are 500,000% not lazy porch dogs. Even our senior bloodhound Bourbon that passed away, she was 11, 12, as far as we know. When she passed away, and she still was gung-ho about going to do whatever up until the day she died. She was sick and still wanted to go do all the things. So, you know, they want to please us. They want to make us happy. Bloodhounds do want to make you happy, but they want to think it's their idea. I know that sounds